Hello, I am Man's Freak. 2000 on PlayStation Network. Just Man's Freak on YouTube and every other media format out there. I am Freak Show. Freak Show on Twitch. That S is a 5, that O is a 0 in the word Freak Show. In case you're looking that up. I broadcast live on Twitch sometimes, though I don't get hardly any viewers, so the broadcast has been slowly unwinding, falling apart, falling to pieces. Actually, I do have one viewer. I don't know if you want to call him a viewer or a stalker. I'm just kidding about the stalker thing. That's a joke. Of course, I really appreciate that person that follows me and views me all the time. They're the only person that cares about me, as far as I know. Because everybody else in the world acts like they could care less if I'm alive or dead. And I'm not fucking bullshitting anymore about that. There ain't no sense making up excuses or reasons for other people in this world. I could be an asshole, I could be a dick, I could be cold, I could be all kinds of things, and I'm not. But everybody around me acts like I owe them something just because I'm alive. And I don't owe nobody nothing. You motherfuckers around here have no idea the life I've had, how hard my life has been. How easy I made sure their life was. And for what? What? Anyway, enough of the whiny crybaby depression shit. Let's get it on. This is Ghosts of Tsushima. I am Man's Freak. We are on YouTube broadcasting live. This is the story, the campaign of Ghost of Tsushima. My world has been overrun by Mongols. They have taken over both islands, large and small. We started on the small South Island, and we have begun our assault against these heathen monstrosity bastards who want to come and think they can take our land, take our women, take our everything, take our country. No! They came and killed all of the samurai, all but one. And that one samurai will take this country back from the heathen Mongols and prove to the world that honor, family, and love rule this day. This is my new grappling hook. I just got it. I'm just learning how to use it. So if I get killed and fall and get hurted all the time, it's because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Please bear with me. Systems are coming online now. What is this shit going on here? Huh? How am I supposed to... Why can't I get a reaction from it? There it is. Okay. Oh, I like that. So you just push up.
This hook.
So you just push up once you got the hook, and he hooks it like that. You just push up and he climbs up it. So we'll see how this works here. Keep it lined up. Try to keep it right in the middle of the screen for me, and grab it. And pull myself up. Nice, very nice. I'm really liking this hook. Okay, now I have to squeeze through here, and then we'll see what happens. Okay, here we are. That fire's still going on over there. I don't know if that's the Canada is where I'm going. You know, them fucking Canadians. Damn Canadians. I'm just kidding, I love the Canadians. They're our closest neighbors.
Should be able to swing myself across.
Yes, I do believe we can. This is so cool. I'm really loving this shit. I love this fucking game. I just love this fucking game. Okay, we'll put this out there right now. There are 2 games in this world that I love more than any other. There used to be 3. But there's 2. There's this game, Ghosts of Tsushima. And there's Warframe. Warframe. W-A-R-F-R-A-M-E. Warframe. Made by the Canadians. Yeah. Over there at Digital Extremes. It is the fastest moving game that there is. I'm not talking about racing games and all that shit. I'm talking about fighting. For game fighting, there is no game that I have come across yet where the characters move at the speed that they move at in Warframe and have the abilities of movement that they have in the game Warframe. There is no game where they move like that. There's lots of games that are close. And everybody's told me, oh no, this game is, and that game is, I played that game and this game and all, every game you name it, I'll play it. And I'll see. And then I'll tell you, no it ain't. It ain't as fast as Warframe. The characters don't move as fluidly as Warframe. There is nothing like Warframe in this world. Nothing. I've never seen anything like it. It's free, by the way. It is free. That's what I said. It's free to download and play. And it's got story and open world and everything, and I could live forever in that game. But, you know, you play a game for so long, you get tired. I'll get bored of this game too after a while, and then go back and, you know, play Warframe or something else. I'll go back and forth. But this game right here, I can foresee in the future never stopping the play of this game. I will probably play this game right here forever and ever and ever. Until they upgrade it and bring out a new version, I'll be playing that instead. But soon, oh yes, there is a 3rd game coming. Let us not forget. In just a few days, Sniper Elite 5 will be dropped on the world. Sniper Elite 5 is coming out. And Sniper Elite 1, 2, 3, and 4 were outstanding. Sniper Elite 4 I played a lot of and had a blast at, and I still play it. But Sniper Elite 5 is coming out soon. And I'm a big story game kind of person, okay? This is what I love more than anything else, is the story games. I like the stories, I like that they put it together, I like playing the movie. I always thought that's what games should be. You know, Pac-Man is okay to play for a few minutes, but after a few times, it's the same shit over and over again, just faster and faster, and that's it. There's no story. This is the story of a legend that saved his country from an invading force that thought they could just come in and take it. And they were wrong. They were very wrong.
Taka, I owe
Like
you.
the Russians are very fucking wrong about Ukraine right now. That will make me an expert at this shit. I'm trying to... God damn it, stop texting me, my hands are full. Alright. Hold on a second. Somebody's fucking... Come on, phone! Oh. Oh, okay. He's... let me do this. Oh, I'm not. Fuck, I'm not on Twitch. I'm on YouTube. This is my channel. Okay, here's live. What's happening? What is that? Whose fucking game is this I'm looking at? I'm supposed to be on my goddamn channel. Don't put me on somebody else's goddamn channel. Can I please get a link that I can send to other people, my friends? How do you share? Where is share? Why is share not on here? What in the fuck is wrong with YouTube? Why is there no share icon? I'm so sick and fucking tired of people saying, no, we're gonna change it to this now, and we're gonna change it to that now, and we're just gonna do it, and they'll just have to figure out what it is we did. I guess I'm not gonna broadcast on fucking YouTube then. This is bullshit. I can't send a fucking link to anybody so they can follow my shit. That's all I want to do. And how are you gonna put this on my fucking TV screen when it is on my goddamn... Do you know what that would do to your system to try to do something like that, you fucking moron? I can't stand it. I can't stand it. How can they have all this shit on here and nothing to share? I can't believe this. I can't believe this is happening. I just can't believe this is fucking happening, man. Why won't this fucking stop? Why can't I have one goddamn day of my motherfucking life? Just one fucking day where I turn something on and it just works. Why do I have to go into every settings of every single fucking thing I touch? Every single day! The only thing I know to do... Unplug that fucking shit. Don't fucking try to restrict me. Full screen. What is this? Why am I watching what I did 5 minutes ago now? What in the fuck is happening? I understand why everybody uses Twitch. YouTube is a fucking disaster. All they had to do was put a fucking share thing on here. That's it. This isn't me. Is this me playing? Who the fuck is playing this game right now? What am I looking at? Shut everything down. Close that. I don't know who that is. I don't know what the fuck you are showing me. I am not gonna sit here with my goddamn game turned on, waiting to fucking play, and you keep forcing me to watch other people! There will be no fucking trial. I will never give you another fucking penny. Who in the fuck is this person? Is this my video playing over and over and over again on some kind of loop? What is happening? What in the fuck is going on? I can't take this day anymore. I can't take this day anymore. I just can't. I can't go through this. I just can't. I'm watching somebody else play my game, except it looks like me. They're wearing all my shit. They're doing all the shit that I did, except they're doing it from different angles. Who is playing this fucking game right now? Who am I looking at? That's me! That's me. That's what I just did. I just got done doing all this. There's live. Yes, I've went in the settings. I'm not a fucking moron. I'm going all over the fucking place right now. Settings, every single fucking drop-down menu, everything there is. It says Ghost of Tsushima was released in 2020. Really? Then how come I didn't see or hear nothing about it at all? And it's from the goddamn PlayStation Network themselves made it. Sony, PlayStation made it. And they're saying this came out in 2020. But I didn't hear or see or anything about it until January 2022. So what the fuck is the deal with that? And why is there no share or copy the address? Somebody please come and tell me why stupid people rule the world. I can't stand the stupidity anymore. I just can't take it. I can't take it. I can't take stupid people no more. I can't take it. I can't stand it anymore. I can't stand it anymore. I get it. I get it. It just hit me. He made a movie back in 1968, something like that. It was called Planet of the Apes. You might have heard of it. Everybody's heard of it. I know why they made that movie now. Because me, I'm Charlton Heston. And everybody else around me are the goddamn monkeys. Because that's what the world feels like. That's why they made that movie. It wasn't really about we're going to spiral out of control and blow ourselves up, and then evolution is going to let the monkeys take charge and see if they can do a better job, and they're just going down the same path that we're going, just a little slower. No. That's not what it was about. What it was about was, you're the only smart person here, and everybody else is fucking stupid monkeys! That's the level of their intelligence! That's what we're living in right now! It was just that guy's way of saying it because he didn't know how else to say, I can't stand living in this stupid world with all these stupid people anymore! Why are stupid people running everything? How did they end up with all the power, money, everything? That's funny. Right on time. Alright, I'm gonna go next door and get this from this guy. I'll be gone for a few minutes. I don't care if anybody's watching or not watching. Nobody watches me any fucking way, so it doesn't matter. Nobody gives a shit about me. It's just life. That's how it is. I'm not fucking living in a fantasy world. Nobody gives a fuck about me. I do 100,000 million billion zillion trillion % more for people than they do for me. I would say a bunch of racist, nasty shit about how I'm treated by everybody in this world, but it really doesn't have anything to do with any other races, really. You know, so I'll leave the Hebrews out of it. But I feel like a fucking slave. And I need Moses to come get my ass, because I can't take it no more. Moses, where you at, bitch? I'll be back in a few minutes. I'll take it off this shit so you have something to look at if you want to see. You can probably just go watch somebody else play. A real person.
They really are singing.
Because I'm a piece of shit. I ain't wasting time.
Sounds like they're caged all over the fort.
Needless to say, my depression has absolute control of me. And I don't care anymore. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. I had to... I loaned my next door neighbor some money yesterday, and I gotta go get it back from him. He wouldn't... He has to pay you back, you know, the minute he gets his hands on his money, or else he loses his fucking mind. And he's like, oh no, I can't stand owing, I can't owe nobody, I can't, no. He's a fucking lunatic, okay, whatever. But, I'm back, we're playing. This is Ghost of Tsushima. I am Man's Freak on PlayStation Network. Man's Freak 2000, I think, on PlayStation Network. Man's a Freak without the 2000 on everything else. And it's just all together one word, Man's a Freak. Just like it says on my screen name. For YouTube and everything else, it's just Man's a Freak without any numbers. And, you know, Twitter and all that other shit. Twitter, I don't know about Facebook. Anyway... Can I grab that thing? Or just... Is this a friendly... Hold on. Oh, wait. In. Nothing's friendly. Okay. Let's see. Grab it!
Chiharu, you wait. I just ready.
Fucking bullshit. A fucking earpiece. God damn it. Motherfucking... Where the fuck did it go? I can't put it in my ear. Son of a bitch. Well, I'm just gonna hook it on my shirt then. There's nothing else I can fucking do. Fucking earpiece that goes in my ear is gone. It popped off somehow. There it is. I was like, man, I don't want to go buy them fucking things again or search for them because I have some headphones around here. I have some extra ones. Actually, this is the extra one right here. Get back in my head. Sorry about the volume going up and down, all the movement and all the... I'm an idiot, okay? I'm sorry. I'm not professional at all. You thinking it's going to be a professional broadcast, forget it. It's not happening. Not with me. I'm too fucking all over the place. Why hasn't this guy attempted to kill me? What's the answer mine? Okay, let's go do the shield. Or no, let's do... I like the kick, see? Yeah. Kick. Just hold it. Okay, so if I tap it real quick, he does that. If I hold it just for a second, you don't have to... See? 1001. And he does the kick. So I've been holding it for way longer than I need to. That's what I was trying to figure out the timing. I should be doing this a lot more. So then I'm more comfortable with my character. It's something that I used to do and stopped doing because I thought I'm all bad, I guess. You know, my ego. I don't know. I don't know what excuse. Let's try again. I want to slide down the rope. He won't crawl up the rope either. Okay, what is the fucking deal now? Before he would go up and down the rope, now he won't. Why? Why do you keep changing the fucking rules? Quit changing the fucking rules! Nah, he overjumps. How am I supposed to get down without dying? Do you see what they're doing to me, man? Can you believe this fucking shit? What is this? Oh, fucking A, baby. Do it. Do it. Swing in there. What are you doing? Stop seeing you. I pressed the X for you to let go. When it came to this part of the game, what was the fucking decision? Because I can't find it! He's just going up and down, he won't do nothing else. What's the point of this? Finally. Unfucking believable what I had to go through just to jump in there. It's like they don't understand when that happens. The fun is gone. You turned it into a fucking job. Why would I want to play now? It's supposed to be a game. Games are associated with fun, not stress and misery. You were supposed to relieve me from how I'm feeling, not add to it. And yeah, I know I'm a big baby. There ain't no fucking thing I can do about it. Nobody offers to help me with anything, ever. But if I don't offer to help everybody else, I'm a piece of shit. Yeah, I've heard people say that kind of shit. They didn't know I could hear them. So I know how everybody feels about me in this world. I know the truth. But I will still be the kind, giving, caring, empathetic person that I have always been. I will not change. I will not become a cruel asshole piece of shit to everybody in the world, even though I think they're all stupid. I can keep that to myself. Because everybody deserves to be treated with value. Because regardless how stupid you are, or how stupid you think you are, or how useless you think you are, there is always a purpose available for you in this world, even if it's pushing a fucking broom. Because let me tell you something about pushing a broom and being a nobody in this world. If you're the motherfucker pushing a broom and being the nobody, and you think you're a nothing, imagine the thing that you're sweeping up the floor on is a road. And on that road, the most important people on Earth are coming. They're gonna save our planet. And if they don't get to where they're going and put in the code that needs to be put in, the whole world is going to blow up and every single fucking person and every single fucking thing is going to die. So you sweeping them nails off the fucking road so they don't run them over? Though everybody your whole life has called you a loser piece of shit for being that and only being able to accomplish that in your life, that's the highest level you could reach. Today, you are a god. Because without you, nothing happens. What's the point? Every link of the chain is important, even the weakest. Because the weakest link knows when to break, to separate the rest of the chain, so it all don't go down in flames, so it all doesn't die together, so there's a chance to recomprise, recompose, and begin recreating again in the event that everything was destroyed. Everything, everyone has importance, regardless of what you think at this moment. I know I'm a very depressed person, and I fucking talk about suicide all the time and shit. That's just a temporary state of mind, and I completely understand that and know that, because I have took a cold, hard, long look at myself in the entirety of my life. And it is a constant viewing construct of the past, present, and future that I'm running in my head all the time. And I know all the things I fucked up on. I know all the horrible things that I've done. But the good that I've done for people and the compassion that I've shown people so far outweighs that. Because that I make a point to do every day. I intentionally look for people that are having problems everywhere I go, all the time. Not big shit like trying to save somebody from a burning building or something like that. I'm not an idiot. They're just little things, helping somebody find something, helping somebody reach something in the store. Just little shit like that. Because all that stuff adds up. It adds up for you. It's not for anybody else. Don't ever think of it. Don't look for rewards. You are your reward. Your brain will produce dopamine and all kinds of really cool drugs to get you high every time you do something like somebody. You want to be a junkie and stay high all the time? Be the nicest, kindest person in the fucking world to everybody that you meet. And your brain will be pumping so much dopamine and adrenaline inside you, you won't know what it's like to be depressed anymore. That doesn't stop depression. Severe depression. I'm going through today. A really hard time today. And I'm trying to talk myself out of it. You know, I will be successful eventually. It's going to take all day. It'll take all day. I'm going to feel like shit all fucking day long. But I'm not going to stop playing. I'm not going to give up because I know this is temporary. It's only my brain is what's happening right now is my brain is producing horrible chemicals and flooding my system with it. It's making me feel like shit. It's making me feel depressed, suicidal, thinking nothing but awful thoughts about everybody, everything all around. I can't stop it. I mean, I can't stop it. I can't stop it anymore. All I can do is work on it all day long and keep telling myself over and over again, this is temporary, it's not real, it's bullshit, there's nothing wrong, nobody's out to get you, nobody's trying to take anything from you, you don't need to do anything to anybody for anybody, everything is fine. My brain mismanaged the prescription of drugs this morning at Wake Up. My Wake Up dose was all fucked up. They gave me a bad dose of pills. I mean, not pills. They gave me a bad dose of a bad mixture of dopamine and adrenaline, and instead of it making me feel good, it threw me into instant depression. So I'm fighting that today. But I'm gonna give up or lay down or hope to die or even kill myself. That's not my option. I would never do that. I'm gonna do my how many years I get, and then I'm gonna go, meet the maker, and then decide whether or not I want to come do this again as a person, human, or go to a different planet and live as one of that kind of species, or more than likely what I'll probably do, say that's enough. I mean, because that's the worst thing, when you come back to Earth, is the smell. The smell, oh God, the smell. But yeah, so. I'm not gonna get into a lot of details and shit, but I'll tell you this, I died a bunch of times when I was in the hospital. It's all documented and all that shit for many minutes. The last time I died, they was tying a toe tag on my toe, and I woke up. Scared the fucking shit out of everybody in the room. Especially Jeff. Jeff worked on me for 18 minutes. Jeff did not get a heartbeat back. And Cheryl and Lisa and all the other nurses kept telling Jeff to call it. That it was nothing they could do. It's done. What's done is done. It's best it's done. Jeff said no, it's been through too much. This kid is not dying here today. Fuck no. It's not happening. He went through all the surgery. He's at the end. He's gonna be released. How can he die now? What is happening? It was after my last surgery that I had. I burned myself to death in 1980. I went to dump half a gallon of gasoline on a fire that I thought was out in order to reignite the fire and make sure that it burned. It was wet wood. And I didn't realize, I didn't know as a kid that I started the fire. A bunch of leftover branches and shit from trees we cut down. I started the fire with charcoal lighter fluid. And as a kid, I didn't know that after a minute, charcoal lighter fluid, the fire turns invisible after it heats up. I didn't know that. I thought the fire went out. So I went and got a gallon of gasoline and dumped it into a white bowl and filled the bowl up and walked over to it and dumped the bowl of gasoline on the wood, reignited it, not knowing that there was a fire going on underneath, and it ignited, and it exploded, and all the soaking wet gasoline that I dumped on it exploded back on me, soaked me down in gas, and then it ignited me, my whole backyard. I burned. But when you're soaking gasoline, you just keep lighting back up every time you roll around. So something picked me up in my backyard and threw me out into my front yard suddenly. And I jumped up and screamed, "Somebody help me!" And I couldn't see nothing because there was fire everywhere. My sister grabbed ran in the house, grabbed the blanket, and came back in and found the fire and put it out. My great uncle, who was a volunteer fireman, what crazy coincidence. They was in their truck leaving. They were saying goodbye. They had visited us, and they was on their way leaving to go back home when I came flying out from behind the house on fire. And he put me out, and then because he was a volunteer fireman, he had a siren and shit on his truck. So he put me in his pickup truck, and we went straight to the hospital. There was no calling an ambulance. There was no time for none of that shit. I didn't have a skin on me. From my waist down to my knees. And my head was all burned up pretty bad. My ears were melted to the side of my head. My hair was gone. My hair burned right off. My eyebrows were gone. The inside of my mouth was all burned up black, screaming help. My lungs were burned up. Bad, pretty bad. Every time I breathed in, I was breathing in through the gasoline fire. So yeah, it fucked me up pretty bad. Fucked me up pretty fucking bad. Oh, the story is much more amazing than that. Got to the hospital. This is where people start saying there has to be a God when they hear the story. I go into the hospital in the emergency room, and leaving the hospital, coming down the hallway that I'm coming in, are two doctors. Dr. Flo and Dr. Oh my god, I forgot his name. It was Dr. Flo, Dr. Sharon, and Dr. Oh my god, I forgot his name. Oh shit. Oh god, this is bothering me. He saved my life. Anyway, there were two doctors, Dr. Flo and the other doctor. Both of these guys were at the hospital doing a seminar on new techniques for burn victims. Yeah. And they were walking out of the hospital while I was coming in, so we ran right into each other. And they immediately took charge of the case. They were both from New York. I was in North Carolina, in a little hospital in North Carolina, Concord, North Carolina. I mean, it was hopeless. I was dead. I had no chance. None. They told my mom to make funeral arrangements when they seen me, and they dumped a bunch of ice on me, and this steam started coming up everywhere, and the stench was unbelievable. And they took charge of my case right then. These two doctors were in there doing seminars on new skin grafting techniques, and new techniques that they had found to save burn patients' lives for burn patients that have been burned severely. I came in with 70+% of my body burned, 3rd and 4th degree. 4th degree, most people have never heard of, is when you burn to the point that you burn your skin off your body and you cook your muscles. Medium rare. So I did that. I burned myself up real good. And so they dumped ice on me and shit, and then I came in and shot a bunch of morphine up in my veins and knocked me into a coma for 2 months. And then I woke up 2 months later. On and off. And then I started dying. On and off. But the day that it happened, they told my mom that there was no... She's like, there has to be some, give me some percentage. It's like 50-50, and they was like, ma'am, your son is going to die. We don't have any kind of technology. The severity and the amount of burns. These burns are extensive from his knees to the top of his head. Your son burned himself to death. And if he survives, you know, a week or so, you may be able to speak to him or something. They let her come in and talk to me for a minute before they knocked me out with the morphine. Just for a minute, because they thought it was going to be my last words. So they wanted to give my mom that. You hear me talking right now, don't you? That was 1980. So I had multiple reconstructive surgeries, reattach my muscles back in the places where they was, because they was all fucked up, burned up pretty bad. And then they had to do skin grafting surgery, so they peeled skin off of parts of my body, my butt and my back, and different parts of me, and put that skin on top of the parts of where there wasn't no skin, and then my body did the rest. It regrew the skin back together. But their skin grafting techniques that they use was new, state of the art shit. So like 90% of my skin grafting, 80 to 90% of my skin grafting held, which had never been done before. Usually it was like maybe you could get maybe 30-40% to hold, and the rest of it would die, and you'd have to keep redoing the surgery over and over to try to get the skin grafts. Because all you're doing is you're taking skin and you're laying it on top of a place where there is no skin, and you just put it up against the part where there's a little bit of skin left, and the skin will grow itself back together and begin growing itself and producing itself again. Your body is an amazing thing. But it's not the same as like when you're a child. It's all scarred up and fucked up and shit. Now I know you're probably imagining that my head and my face and shit is a fucking mess, and I'm like the people that you've seen before, but I'm not. I don't have any scars on my head. I don't have any scars hardly at all from my waist up. And nobody knows why. They say God. I say, yeah, probably. But not your God. And that's where things separate from me. From everybody else in the world. Because I know where I went, and I know who I saw, and I know what happened, and I know all of it now. Not everything. I don't have God's knowledge. But I know God. And you can follow the books, it's fine. If you follow the books, you'll make it to heaven, if you want to call the place heaven. But I'm going to tell you, there's no goat streaks, there's no mansions. There's none of that shit. It's a big space of light. And there's a big light in the center of it, and that's God. And in that light contains all the knowledge, all the power, and all the existence of all things from then to now and forevermore. And you understand all that when you go into it because it all makes sense. But here as a human, you can't comprehend it because there are no words. There's no way to explain to another person of what this is that you experience. We don't have words for it. You can make analogies like, we are all a bunch of flash drives that's been thrown all over the place. And we're rolling around in this place, and each one of us is our own little flash drive. And what we're doing is we are absorbing information all around us. And entwined in that information is our personalities, our beliefs, and our systems of how we process that information. How we process it, why we process it that way, and what the conclusions are, eventually, of all the information that we receive and come in contact with in our lifetime. Hold on, I gotta flip out on this cat so she'll stop tearing this door up. Do it to the door, you fucking moron! Sorry about that. God is not a man. That's the first thing that everybody should know. Nobody's going to accept it until they're standing face to face. But God is not a man. There's a reason that women give birth and have babies. There's a reason that it's the females that deliver life in all forms. And that's all I need to say about that. It's self-explanatory. Who was created in God's image? Now they want to tell you a story about Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve, the two nations of Adam and Eve, were just that, nations that had problems with each other and ended up breaking off and going. It's a whole different story. But that one's fine to read and believe. You can get the same things out of the Bible, Jewish or Christian, out of the Quran, out of the beliefs of the Hindus or the Buddhists. Don't follow any cults. Those people are crazy. They take words that were already written and they twist it around to how they want it to be. And that's the problem with all the holy books, is that they're written in a way that you can construe one meaning and then conflate it into another meaning. And you can keep changing the meanings and use other scriptures to back up what your argument is. And you can argue both sides of just about any subject because it's all in there, written in a kind of code that smart people can use to manipulate not so smart people with. And that's been being done for thousands of years now. But that's not. We all know inside of us if we search, if we're quiet, get away from all the noise, all the everything, and look for God ourselves. Look for God inside you. That's where God is. God is inside of you. God is inside every single living thing on this planet. Because we're always connected to God. If we wasn't connected to God, we would die. God is made out of pure energy, and our soul is made out of pure energy. These two energy sources complement each other and are also necessary for each other to exist. We are actually pieces of God. There's no ground where a bunch of dirt's being gathered up, dirt and twigs and leaves, and then he mixes some water in and blows on it and says, I blow life into you. It's not like that. God takes a piece of herself, and that's you, and takes that piece and puts it inside the biological life form that's being formed on the planet. And when that life form opens its eyes and takes its first breath to be introduced into the real world for real, at that moment, its soul is then brought online and connected. Until that moment, it lays dormant. So there's no, you do abortion and you're going to hell because you killed. That's bullshit. And that soul hasn't been activated yet. It's dormant. It can't be harmed. It can't be touched. It can't be anything done to it yet. Because its conscience hasn't awakened yet. See, we have a consciousness inside of us that other creatures don't. And that is God. That is your soul. And when you die, and you go to wherever you're going to go, and you're traveling at the most unbelievable speed, it's way faster than light. And so you can't go faster than light. Yes, you can. It starts smearing into, I don't know how to explain that. It starts smearing so fast that it looks like you're in a tunnel. And when you look around, you realize it's not a tunnel that you're in. It's the other souls all around you moving at the same as you are. You're not all moving at the same speed. Some's going faster than others, and it's all moving at different speeds. But you're all going to the same place. You're all going to that big, huge white light in front of you. And it's coming fast, really fast. And you're looking around, and you're realizing, I didn't leave Earth, and I'm going up into the sky in heaven. That's our solar system way the fuck back there. And whose solar system is that? And wait a minute. That's our universe back there. There's another universe. Wait a minute. How many universes? Wait a minute. There's planes on top of planes too? Wait a minute. How is all this connected? Oh, I see. Oh. There's the little wormhole gateway that connects everything to everything. And it's all being controlled by that light right there. Let me go talk to that light. Except you don't have to. Because by the time you get to the light, you know it. All the information is being downloaded into you. The closer you get, the more it comes. The faster it comes. The more it comes. The more it comes. You start knowing everything. 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 And then poof, you're there. And I was told you have many things yet to do. You have to go back. It's not your time. But you needed to know. Now you do. And I got sent back to this stinky fucking place. Because that's the first thing you notice when you open your fucking eyes and you take a breath of air. You're like, oh god, it stinks here. And it's so heavy and thick. Where's the light, free feeling of anything? You feel so constrained. But you also realize something too. This is such a gift we've been given. It really, really is such a gift to be able to experience all these emotions and all these feelings, good and bad, pain and pleasure, all of it. Because this little minuscule of time that you're experiencing right now, this little 1-200 years, somewhere in there, you're gonna live. Maybe you might live to be 100 and something. But then you're gonna die. And you're gonna be glad to go too. But you don't want to get there and wish you would learn more. So start learning right now. Never stop. Learn as much as you can. You're going to take this with you. You're going to take everything that you learn with you into your next adventure. This is Act 1, Scene 1 of your existence. As far as you know. This could be the 5th or 6th run, though. I mean, don't know. But there's absolutely life out there in hundreds, millions, billions of planets, in thousands of universes, and the life forms are just all over the place. There's no way to describe or tell you anything. It's just impossible. It's impossible. You have to see it and experience it for yourself. You can't. It would take me thousands and thousands and thousands of years to even start to talk about any part of anything that I've seen or experienced. Because it's so much. It's so big. It's so much bigger than you think. We are so much more than what you think we are. Nobody realizes. And then there's hell. What about hell? What about bad people? I don't have to go to heaven and spend all of eternity with fucking Hitler, do I? Jesus Christ, no. Don't do that. No, you don't. There's a place that we call this. It's not fire and brimstone. It's a soul traveling. How do you explain this? It's like going through a tunnel. Probably the easiest way to explain it is like going through a tunnel through a mountain or something like that. A mountain, or like we have a tunnel that goes from Detroit to Canada here where I live, and so you drive under the Detroit River. It sits on the bottom of the Detroit River, and you drive in this tunnel, or you can drive the bridge over top of it. You know, depending on which fear is the worst. Are you afraid of heights and falling to your death in your car? Or are you afraid of the thing collapsing and you drowning to death in your car? Which one do you want to take a chance on? Do-do-do. One of these ways is a horrible way to die. Which is the worst? Come on, take the bridge, take the tunnel, take the bridge, take the tunnel. Anyway, enough of the bullshit. It's like going through a bridge. And as you go, parts keep getting taken away, taken away, taken away, taken away, taken away, taken away. And by the time you get to the end of the bridge, you don't exist anymore. Your energy is taken apart, redistributed, and reallocated to different parts of the universe, and your existence is not possible because you're too torn to pieces to be anything anymore. It's like, oh wow, that's it. So you be a monster your whole life, and that's it. That's your penance that you pay. I never said it took a minute, or two, or 10, or a year, or 100, or 1,000. It takes thousands of years to perform this process. You see, energy doesn't die. It just transforms into something else. So the energy of a soul, which is a very, very powerful piece of energy, to transform that into something else takes a lot of energy in itself to do. And it takes a long time. But energy is recycled and it's reused. And those people like Adolf Hitler, he doesn't exist anymore. Neither does Attila the Hun. Anybody that was evil and cruel to the world. You know, you think you can be evil and cruel to the world and say, Jesus, forgive me, as you're dying and go to heaven and make that part of the book. Don't be a fool. You can follow the books and make it in. But the rules aren't the same. You've got to pay for every evil that you do in this world, regardless of whether you ask for forgiveness or not. You will pay for what you did to everybody. And you will feel what you did to them people from their perspective. You will feel that torture. You don't have a choice in that. There's no way out of it. You're going to go meet your maker. You're absolutely going to. And you're absolutely going to pay penance for whatever you did to people while you was here. So you want to leverage that shit so that you got way more good than bad. Because you want this to be an easy argument to win. Because there ain't no court of law or nothing where you get a lawyer and who's going to just try to get you off on some fucking technicality or loophole. No. You're dealing with pure honesty now. This person that's going to look you in the face knows everything. You can't lie. And you know you can't. There is no lying. So you need to get your shit together while you're here before you die. And I ain't talking about money. I'm talking about you, yourself, inside. You have to get yourself at peace with yourself, at peace with this life. Your existence is meant to be the beginning of a journey that's going to last eternity. It's already been going on. You just don't know. Here, now. This could be your very first life. This could be the very beginning of your experience. Or this could be the third or fourth time. You'll know all that once you get there. And then you can decide what you want to do. Do you stay? Interact with all the life forms, and because you get to share all the memories and experiences of life forms from other worlds. It's so much more amazing than the books tell you. It's so much more. It's so much more bigger. It is just... The difference in what happened with me and a lot of other people is I didn't just see everything and just experience it and come back with a blurry memory. I remember everything very vividly. Every word, every movement, everything. And it was intentionally done by the maker. because I couldn't get that question solved of if God was real or not, and I couldn't stand it. There's no proof. There's nothing. I don't want to hear about how God burned 2 cities down and how God was so involved in the world through the Old Testament and was so caring, just so up on it all the time, in our business, every fucking minute, every day, telling us what to do. We do something wrong, he'll burn us down and kill us all. We do something right, we get everything, gold, riches, whatever. That all sounds like bullshit ignorance to me. That don't make no sense. None of it makes any sense. And there's no proof of any of it. And then you find out that half the fucking stories in there are actually other stories from other people and was adopted into, like Noah's Ark. Noah's Ark isn't a Bible story. Noah's Ark is a story that was written down by a princess on a tablet, and the Noah's Ark story is, according to any accounts that have been found in history, is the very first story to ever be written down on anything and passed from one person to another. Because before that, the only things that have been written down were factual accounting, shipping, stuff like that. That was the only thing that people used writing for. Communicating letters and information back and forth to each other. But nobody had ever used the new found writing creation that we had been invented. Nobody had ever used that for stories, for writing down stories. So there was a princess or a queen who sent an explorer out across Africa, looking for new land, looking for new riches, looking for anything, just to explore and see what was out there. He came across a group of people who told him a story. And the story that they told him was that they lived in this village now, but before they used to live in another village far away. And one of their leaders told them that they had got a message from God, or a voice in the sky, or whatever, telling them that a great flood was coming. And they needed to build a boat, and they needed to get themselves and all their animals and all the stuff that was important to them on that boat. Because within the next few months, there was a great flood coming, and if they wasn't prepared for it, they was all going to die. So they built their boat. They built their boat, and they got all their animals on it, and they got all the shit on it. And then spring came. This is where the story changes. Spring came, and the bottom of the mountain that they lived on, the top of the mountain melted. And when it did, the water flooded down, and a storm came at the same time and caused such a flood that it wiped out their fucking village completely. But they were all in the boat. So the boat lifted up, and it took them down the mountain, down the stream, took them like 30, 40 miles away, and then set them down there, and they set up camp and started a new life in this new land where they found all these new riches, all these new animals, all this stuff, and they were so happy that one of their leaders or witch doctors or whoever had heard the voice from the sky that told them to build a boat and get ready to move the fuck out of there because shit was going to be torn the fuck. Shit was going to be tore the fuck up. Okay, that story was found and then changed into the Noah's Ark story. Research it. You think I'm crazy? Research it. Research Noah's Ark story, and you'll find another story written exactly like Noah's Ark story, except for, there's some parts missing. The flood part is the part that sticks out. But that's where the Noah's Ark story came from. There's a lot of stories in the Bible that came from other stories. They were adapted and used. They were used as examples of how to keep people on track. They weren't writing stories to try to fool you into something. They're trying to figure out a way to try to get you to try to want to reach out and come in contact with God. They're trying to entice you or encourage you, because everybody eventually asks the question, Why am I here? Why are we here? What's the point? What's the purpose? Why do we exist here? And why are we so different from all the other animals and all the other species on this planet? Sure, monkeys and apes look kind of like us, but not really. Just because they have hands on their feet and on their hands too. That's really the only thing. It's the hands. And the way they look around, and they have eyebrows, okay? They have sad-looking eyes, and they have eyebrows, and they have hands that kind of look like ours. Yeah, well, so do lizards. All lizards have hands that look just like ours, too. You think we came from them? See, that's where people come up with this shit. Lizard brain, because the lizards have hands like us. We came from monkeys, because monkeys have hands like us. We find something that's similar, and then we want to say that we must have came from that. Well, we have a DNA match, so we must... Well, yeah. Everything on this fucking planet has a DNA match, because everything came from this fucking planet. But where did the planet come from? Well, the planet came from the solar system, but where did that come from? Well, that came from the universe. But where did that come from? Well, now you're asking the real questions. Now you're finally getting serious. Where did the universe come from? And then the ultimate question. Who created God? How can this God just exist? How? Something had to have created it. Was there a big bang that created God? I couldn't get an answer to that question. I asked. There was just no response. God doesn't know. I hate to say that, but that's the answer that I got. Was, don't know. Where did you come from? How do you exist? Don't know. Just do. Because even if you explain that somebody or something made God, then what made that? And what made that? And you go back to the chicken or the egg. You know, that's where it ends up being the same fucking question as the chicken and the egg. You know, which came first, the chicken or the egg? Well, the chicken had to lay the egg, but the chicken had to be an egg at one time. So where did the fucking first chicken come from? And no matter what we find, even if everything that I've seen and heard and all of it was fantasy bullshit and I'm just making it all up, something somewhere somehow started all of this. But then the question becomes, what started that? And what started that? Because we can never actually get to the beginning of anything, because eventually you're going to come across that final person that said, I started all of it, I am God. And then you're going to say, where did you come from? Eventually you're going to hear the answer, I don't know. Because something started it all from somewhere. Something started God. But what? How? It is the most emptying, frustrating, fucked up question that there is. I can't think of another question that is more brutal to your psyche than how was God made. Figure that out. Because even if you do, then how was they made that made God? And how was they made? It just never stops, see? And it will drive you completely out of your fucking mind if you stay in that train of thought. Good, we can change our mind about things, huh? It's good we're all over the place about shit, huh? It's good I have mental problems, huh? Don't want to stick with something to the point where I'm in a padded room. But to answer the question, yes, God is absolutely real. But I don't believe in the God of any of those books. Sorry. And I know that God's not a boy. Sorry. His It's the reason that women should be running this world too. And I don't care if that smashes your ego into a million fucking pieces. I don't care. I got big balls too. And I ain't got no problem saying that women make better decisions than men. Women should be running all governments, not men. Men are the ones who's too irrational. Men are the ones who's too all over the place. Men are the ones who have anger problems. And I'm talking about on average, not specifically every single man in the world, or specifically every single woman in the world, but in general. When you look at each group, each species individually as a group, as a whole, which is better than which? Females are. They are. And the biggest man can admit that. Because the biggest man can look around at shit and see how it really is. The biggest man isn't going to stand there and say, I don't care. My BB gun is the best BB gun in the world, and there's nobody that can do anything to stop me. I don't care about your ICBM nuclear missile that you're going to launch at my house. I'm still going to shut you down with my BB gun. No, you're not. You're just a man with a big ego and no sense. No common sense. Because one weapon might put somebody's eye out. And the other weapon is going to take somebody's whole city to pieces and kill everything in it. And then kill everything in the surrounding area. Men seem to have a problem sitting down calmly, rationally, talking shit through and coming to an appropriate decision that benefits everybody. They make rash decisions where they're always the same goal, winner takes all. And I'm not talking about every single man, like I said. It's just on average, most men, that's how they act when they are leaders in government. Not all men. I mean, the change has been happening where most of the men now, well, I don't know if it's most of the men, but a lot of men act more like girls than they do men. Like me, I act more feminine. They call it being in touch with your feminine self, being a metrosexual. They have all these different names for it. What it is you're not afraid to be in touch with your fucking emotions. When we were all kids, we all laughed and sang and cried, and we all acted the same. It didn't matter what we had between our legs. And then as we got older, we started getting taught that girls were emotional and they thought and did everything with their emotions, and boys were logical and thought and did everything with logic and brute force. And on average, just making a blanket general statement, that's kind of true. But at the same time, it's not also true, because as each generation has progressed, parents have been evaluating the family, the dynamics of each family as each generation passes, and males and females have been uniformly acting more and more like each other. Like equals. Like it should have always been. See, the problem is one of our sexes, the males, have the capability to beat the other ones, the females, to death with their bare hands. That's the problem. Is one of us is so strong that we can literally beat the other one to death with our bare hands. And the other one can't really stop us because they don't have that kind of power to do anything like that. But I could never think about carrying a baby inside me. That would tear me to pieces and kill me. Because my body isn't made for that. But a girl's body is. A girl's body is made to handle a level of traumatic force incomprehensible to me. I couldn't imagine being ripped apart down there and then ever even thinking about wanting to have sex again. Are you fucking kidding me? I would never let a fucking man touch me again if I went through what my wife went through. She did that shit twice for me. Twice. And the second one was worse than the first, because the second one, Megan, she didn't get to get any painkillers with her. It turned into an all-natural childbirth. Not what we wanted, but that's what happened. Because it was, amateur night at the hospital that night. At, U of M, University of Michigan is where we was. And, well, it was a holiday. It was Mother's Day. Yeah. So, we had a hospital full of students deliver our baby. A preemie, 2 months early, underweight, suffocating. It was a nightmare. It was terrifying. But everything turned out okay. Megan's fine. Just celebrated her birthday last week. I will always side with women on just about all subjects. And I will always show women honor and dignity and respect because they deserve it. But this is not what I was taught as a child or anything like that. It's because I died. And I met God. And I learned real quick who you need to show respect to and who you need to not worry about so much. Women are supposed to be honored and treated with the utmost, highest respect and dignity because they create our life. They are the only reason that our species continues to flourish. Without them, we would not have a fucking species. Man wouldn't exist. We have to have women. They are the most important thing that there is for us. But this country doesn't see it that way. Because, again, one of us can beat the other one to death with our bare hands. And so we think that just because of that entitles us to treat them and do whatever the fuck we want to with them. Except, I'm sorry, news bulletin. Did you know they created a thing called a fucking firearm, a gun? Well, that kind of equalizes things. So if you want to get in a fist fight with a woman and she's carrying a Glock in her pocket, you might not win that fight this time. You might not be able to beat her to death with your bare hands like you used to. So why are we not showing them respect? Oh, I know. I guess everybody needs to fucking die. And see for themselves what's in store for them. Who they have to answer to. Who they have to explain. You know who I feel really sorry for? Motherfucking wife beaters and shit. I'm sure it's going on right now all over the world. Millions of women are getting the shit kicked out of them right now by their husbands, boyfriends. Them people. Them motherfuckers. Oh my God, man. I would not. No. I'm so glad that I was never that way. I'm so glad I never had any kind of urges or anything like that to hurt girls. I'm so glad that I was taught to be respectful and kind to women, especially. By my mom first. And then by my own sex drive. Okay, if I'm being honest. That's why. I'm crazy in love and think every girl is beautiful. Because I love women, not because of God. Because of sex. Because of the animal side. Because of the lizard brain. But I'm always going to feel that way. Never going to change my mind about it. Because I know I'm right. Nobody can tell me I'm wrong. Because I know where I've been. I know what I've seen. And I don't have to have any evidence. My evidence is inside me. Because I'm still connected. Very, very strongly connected to God all the time. Always. I can feel the connection. I can feel the connection of energy with other people all around me. I can feel the connection with all life all around me when I move around this world. So I know everything that is real because something got turned on inside of me way back then, and it never got turned off again. Nobody ever bothered to push the pause button. So I'm still absorbing insane amounts of information, and I'm still knowing a lot of stuff that I'm not supposed to know. And anybody out there that's watching this broadcast, you're the only ones that know that now. Because that's the only time I've ever talked about all that open like that publicly. It's something I keep to myself. Because I'm not going to have arguments with people that have studied their Bible for years and years, and they want to open their Bible up and throw all these phrases and shit to me because I don't want to tell them that their book is bullshit. Because you can get to heaven following your book, you can. But you have to really follow it. You can't just pretend. You can't be a pretend Christian or a pretend Jew or a pretend Muslim, and just because you have that book at home, or just because you have a cross hanging on your wall at home. No. You gotta walk the walk, talk the talk. You gotta live the life. If you're gonna say something, you gotta be that. You wanna change your life? You wanna be a better person? Just start being it. Don't care what anybody says about how they say you're acting different, about who you are. Those friends are going to fall away and disappear. They're not going to be your friends anymore. Your family may not be your family anymore when you start changing because you don't want to be you anymore because you're sick of how your life is. You want to be a better person? You want to be kind to everybody? You want everybody to see you as a wonderful person? Then just start acting that way. Right now, today. And every day when you get up, first thing you should think is, what can I do to make somebody happy today? Not me, somebody else. Because making somebody else happy always, every time slingshots back into you. You always get a dose of happiness when you make somebody else happy. Always. It's the rules. You can't break the rules. It's physics. You can't break the laws of physics. Everybody knows that. So when you do something that makes somebody else so happy and kind, and you see it, and you feel it coming off of them, your brain will automatically react. When their energy touches your energy inside your soul, when your two souls connect to each other and do that quick little whoosh back and forth, you don't know what that is, but you do a little whoosh back and forth, a little positive whoosh back and forth with each other, your brain will respond by dropping dopamine into your system and dropping adrenaline into your system, and you will get a fucking buzz. You'll get high. Think I'm bullshitting? Go do it. Call me a liar at the end of the day. Go out and do nice shit for people all day today, everywhere you go. And then at the end of the day, come back and tell me how I'm a liar, how you felt bad every time you did something good, how it made you feel terrible every time. No, it didn't. When your energy and somebody else's energy touch each other, every time they touch each other, it causes your brain to release dopamine and adrenaline and all the good drugs. And makes your kidneys and liver work a little bit stronger, a little bit faster to pull all the toxins out and clean them up. I know everybody thinks I'm a liar and I'm full of shit. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. But within the next 100 years, you're going to say I was right. I guarantee it. Within the next 100 years, you're going to tell me I was right. And you'll find me up there. We can find each other. You'll find my energy. Everybody will. Everybody's going to know me. I'm already famous. And I just won't stop. Nope. you just can't stop me. I just can't stop being nice and kind and good to people. You just can't stop me. I'm building a reputation. When I go there, I want a fucking parade for me. Uh-huh. I want thousands and thousands of souls lined up when I head in, all holding the signs with the pictures of all the people that I helped, all the years that I was here. I want a big, loud celebration, because I didn't get one here. I'm not getting one here on Earth, so I want one when I go. I want my acknowledgement, and I'm going to get it too. I'm going to get it. That's why I won't kill myself ever. That's why I know depression is just a temporary few hours or a few days thing, and it's going to pass. That's how I get myself through it. I just start talking about God. Got to start spending a little first event over again. Until I forget what the fuck depression is. This shit is gone now. And I feel great. Oh, I know my bullshit is real. Because I feel the interaction happening. So, every time. I can feel the communication happening. Thank you for saying those nice words about me. Here you go. Here's a little burst of happiness for you. Get that depression out of your fucking head right now. Aha! Murdering time! I missed! Murdering time! I missed! How come he's not? See, I thought if I jumped down on him, you know, hit the square, that he would, like, you know, maybe not assassinate him, because he's not saying assassinate, but, you know, hurt him. Do something. I thought that would be, like, you know, in the game. I'm trying to run around right now, because I can't use my right hand yet. Where's my... I'm trying to find my vape. Get my little weed buzz going. Come on now, y'all. And I know I talk weird. I have the most fucked up, crazy accent that you've ever heard probably in your life. It's northern, southern, Midwestern, all mixed together. I say phrases that don't make any sense. Southern phrases and Yankee phrases and all kinds of phrases that make no sense because I've been all over the fucking place. That's why. I live down south. I live up north. I've just been all over the place and just learned everybody's phrases. Cause you have to change your way of talk when you move to different places. People was making fun of Madonna because she had a English accent when she came back to America after living in England for so long. But you change the way you talk because you start using their phrases and shit because you get tired of explaining your phrases to people. So you just start using their phrases so that it's just easier to communicate. That's all. It doesn't mean that you're mocking them or copying them. It just means that you're blending, you're adapting, you're adjusting, you're trying to become part of their society. Well, that's a combo he didn't do nothing of at all. Not a single fucking swing I didn't see. Try again. See, he won't even fucking do it. He's waiting for the other guy to stab him first. Come on. This is bullshit. I'm gonna kick you. I'm gonna kick you. Ah! I'm gonna kick you. I'm gonna kick you. Where you at? I'm gonna kick you. Ah! I'm gonna kick you too. Ah, I'm gonna kick you. Ah! How's my health? Oh my god! Run! Oh my god, my health is fucked. God damn it, move! What is this? Just throw it. What the fuck is going on? What have I got? What have I got? Oh God, how am I supposed to do this? You gotta fucking move! I'm hitting the goddamn button for a fucking reason, you motherfucker! God damn it! What in the fuck is happening now? Would you stop fighting and stop looking for me? I don't understand. Right in the middle of a fight, they stop. How did it not shoot him in the face? What the fuck is going on? Oh, God damn it. I know what's happening. They're deciding that I can't hurt nobody anymore. I'm leaving. Where's the way out? I'm leaving. It's over with. I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm sick of this shit. If you're not gonna let me fight, if I just have to run, then I'm leaving. I'm not staying here. Let me see! Take my goddamn vision away, you motherfuckers! Move, you motherfucker! You know what's making me so goddamn mad? I'm gonna tell you what the fuck I'm doing. Because I don't know what else to fucking do. Sword. Aiming at him the whole time. Wouldn't step to him. Danced all around behind his fucking back. I'm leaving. This game is gonna end now. I'm not doing this. I can't even get out of here. They've taken every goddamn thing from me. They won't let me fight back. I can't hit nobody. I can't hurt nobody. I can't do nothing. I jump at him and he starts fighting the wind next to him. And then he runs around behind him and fights the wind behind him. Then he fights the wind on the other side of him while he's getting stabbed in the back, stabbed in the side, stabbed in the head, stabbed in the dick, stabbed in the asshole, stabbed in the knee. Stab. And who's he fighting? The wind next to everybody. And on the whole time, attack him, stab him, shoot him, do something. What's he doing? This grass has to be killed now. The grass is more important than the people that are trying to kill me. I'm gonna stay in here and drive God out of your fucking mind. Never gonna leave. Hey, look, I'm right here. Nah. Here I am. Come kill me. Aha. What you gonna do about it? Aha. Fuck you. He won't even fire his fucking arrow. You see that? He won't even fire the fucking thing. See? Again, won't fire it. 12 arrows. I can't fire one. Finally. He finally let go of the goddamn thing. Instead of putting it away. Just love playing a goddamn game where I don't know if it's gonna fucking work or not. He just won't fucking move around. If you've seen how many times I was hitting the X and the O right now. That's all I'm hitting. X and O, 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 X and O. That's it. That's all I'm hitting. So when you see him swinging his sword and shit, that's not me. It's gonna be me now. Where's this motherfucker at? Why does nobody have anything on them? I can't get shit out of this fucking camp. So, where the fuck did he go? Oh, I got them knives? They won't let me use my fucking health. See? He won't fire. He just keeps aiming. He fired one. 1 out of 2. I just don't understand what's happening right now. Why he won't fire his arrows. I don't know what to do. See? Again, it won't fire. Puts it away instead. I'm aiming, I'm holding it, then I'm letting go, and he's just fucking standing there. I don't know what to do. The controls are completely fucked. Fired 1. 1 out of 3. So far. See if we can make it 2 out of 4. Nope. Okay, 1 out of 5. Or no, 1 out of 4 so far. Okay, 2 out of 5. And I'm dead. Okay. They kept fucking with me and fucking with me and fucking with me until I had nothing left. Me and one other guy. Arrows, it doesn't matter what I had. He wouldn't throw his knives either, by the way. And look, he only has 1 now. So, all 4 of my knives are gone. Took 4 of my knives away. Without me throwing anything. That didn't make no goddamn sense. It makes you not want to play at all. When I know that I gotta kill all these motherfuckers all over again. Knowing that my arrow ain't gonna work, he's not gonna throw the little knives. I can't get him to throw a sticky bomb either. I mean, I didn't try to do a sticky bomb, I shouldn't say that, that's a lie. That's what we're doing. We're throwing all the sticky bombs away. Every fucking one of them. Stand up. We're not cowards. We're gonna kill this motherfucker. We're gonna throw every single sticky bomb we have at him. There you go. Who else? He won't move. I can't get him to turn and run. It's the basic shit that I'm trying to do that he won't do. He just keeps standing there. He's pausing, delaying, not doing the buttons when I'm pressing them to jump and dodge. Just standing there instead. Now he's moving again. Now the controls are completely operating. Everything's working. Everything's working. Everything started working. Oh, what a difference. Oh, cool. Thank God. I know people think I'm crazy when I'm saying this shit. This is really happening to me. My controls are turning on and off and all kinds of shit. I don't understand why. I don't understand why I have the problems I have with electronics. But anything I come in contact with, anything that's electronic, I go through hell with. Nothing. I can't see now. Controls are getting skittish and nah, the controls are fucking up again.
Glad you're all right. I'm better now. What? How? Get ready to fight. Lead the way.
Nothing. I'm so sick and fucking tired of it not responding to me. Sick and fucking tired of it. I'm so sick of it. I don't know who's going to even anymore. I think I'm just gonna turn this game off. I'm sick of it. I should already killed all these guys. It shouldn't have been no big deal. I did. I just want to move out of the way so I can get the goddamn thing. So I can look at my fucking weapon, see what the fuck I am. What have I got to work with here? Because it doesn't seem like I have anything. I don't understand all the pauses and delays that's happening right now. I'm not doing any of this. It's doing it on its own, where he's pausing and waiting and fidgeting, and I am pressing the 0 so many goddamn times in a row to tell him to fucking roll and jump and get the fuck out of their way. And he's just standing there rolling back and forth in front of them, like tempting them to kill him. And I just don't even want to fight now. I'm just sick of it. I just don't want to do nothing. I'm trying to figure out which weapons are which. Sitting here trying to look at these shit, figure out which is which. It's a goddamn nightmare. That's wrong. Just... That's what I'm looking for. I'm sitting here getting killed.
They'll kill me. Please. Help! They'll kill me. Please. It's too much. Help! They'll kill me. Please. I thought I had seen it. That was close, my lord.
Can't see nothing, man. Just constantly blind. I'm just at the point where I don't want to play because I can't see. It's just depressing me. Is what's happening. It's causing my depression to come right the fuck back. Going through this right now. They won't give me a break. They won't let me do nothing. You're taking my controls away and shit and fucking with me like this. It's one thing if I got my ass beat and I got killed, and it's, you know, I don't have a problem dying if I fucking die. It's when the controller stops working, or it starts doing shit and pushing the wrong fucking buttons I'm not pressing. It's bad enough that they got this shit spread out all over the fucking place. And you're trying to figure out which is what. Okay, that's everything's useless except that. And then... I think I'm good. Okay, and then... Okay. You don't have time to look at nothing when it's all going on, you know? And you know, you shouldn't. I mean, you're in a war. It's just irritating that the controls aren't working right. That's the problem that I always have. The same fucking problem. I'm pounding and pounding and pounding on the goddamn X, and he won't jump. Not once. And then I'm pounding and pounding and pounding on the circle. He won't roll away. Not once. He just stands there. Or he rolls back and forth. He rolls the directions that I'm telling him to go the opposite motherfucking direction. It drives you completely out of your fucking mind. When you're like, I know X is jump. I know circle is fucking... hate to have to kill him like that. I feel like a piece of shit.
Damn, wrong cage.
I can't trust that my controls are gonna work if I let him out and then fight him honorably. That's the problem I'm having. It's hard to be a samurai when they do that to you. I don't know what else to say. I know I'm not a shit player. I'm not the best. I don't pretend to be. I'm decent. I'm okay. I'm not the fastest at anything. I don't have the best reflexes. I'm fucking old, you know? So, but I'm not no fucking chump piece of shit either that doesn't know how to fucking play. I'm a motherfucking gamer, goddammit. I am the fucking definition of it, you motherfuckers. I've been doing this shit for 40 fucking years. So I know how to play games. I know where the fucking buttons are. I'm having problems, been having problems with my hands from fucking using these controllers for so many fucking years. Why are they all... There must be someone else because of the way they're acting. I think there's an area that I missed somewhere. Oh yeah, probably here because I got to open all the cages. I can't see. Is there a bear in there? What's in there?
Is Ryuzo here? He sent me. I knew he wouldn't leave us.
I thought I heard a bear. Is this a bear?
What?
I can't see, move, you know. It's just this shit right here. Just trying to get turned around to do anything. Keeping you blind, not letting the controls work, just shit like that. It just drives you out of your fucking mind. You're like, what the fuck? See? What was the point of the arrow? Did nothing. Absolutely nothing. I'm so tired of my goddamn weapons doing nothing to anything. I have upgraded my shit all the way up. Don't tell me my shit is garbage when it's max ranked. I might have to rank my sword one more spot, but that's it. Everything is maxed or one ding away from being maxed. So don't treat me like I'm using some piece of shit weaponry that can't hurt nobody. My shit is maxed. I should be cutting heads off all over the fucking place. That's what's pissing me off. Is when it does work, saying that it doesn't have the ability to inflict any damage on anything. Really? Then give me a different weapon to choose from. And my sword turned into a butter knife today. I don't want the butter knife, thanks very much. Give me a fucking machine gun then. That don't exist yet. Challenge remains.
Stand and fight me!
Where?
I'm set up an alarm. Get Ryuzo in here.
Look at this shit. I couldn't even hit him. I can't even... That was stupid. It's just some of this shit is just so fucking stupid. But, I mean, I love the game. I don't want to... Don't get me wrong. I love this game. Okay, I'm going to do a little search first before... Oh, okay.
Alright, Ryuzo. We're ready for you.
We're having a 4th of July over here. Party. Party time. Come on in. We're having a party. We're having a party. A fucking party. having a party. We're having a party.
Die, you ugly bastard!
This is it! Fight for your freedom!
We placed bets. How long did it take you to free us? I lost!
Hope you brought some sake.
You're not gonna
Okay.
believe this. It doesn't make any sense.
What?
What doesn't?
My men said the Mongols didn't hurt them. They fed them. Good food, too. No wonder they were singing last night.
Just be grateful they're safe.
Why in all the hells would the Mongols feed them?
Maybe they expected something in return.
Change your lead.
Thank you, Jin. My men. They're everything.
I gotta go take a pee.
All right, men. On your horses.
I need to meet Yuna in Komatsu.
I gotta go pee, so I'll be back in just a moment. I gotta get some pop. I'll be back. Okay, World of Wanderers, I'm back.
That's my Kage.
Alright, I want to chill a little bit. Probably gonna start coughing. Might have to mute the mic. Don't know. I'm gonna smoke a little bit of vape. Give me a little bit of weed buzz going on. Right now, I'm smoking an MKX. Spraying vape. I believe it's Crazy Train or something. I don't know. I don't even know what flavor it's supposed to be. Looks like I'm gonna have to climb. Looks like I'm gonna have to leave the horse. Call him in a minute. I have to squeeze between here. Let me look in here real quick before I leave. Make sure I got everything out of it. Okay. I'm not gonna go through this camp again. I'm just what's that? Nothing, okay. Let's say go back and all this. I'm just gonna get out of this camp first. Start. Ooh, alright, there. I'm sorry. Let me block the mic for a minute.
Swear I heard something. Let's see. Time to fight! Let's do this! Killer! Ha! Killer! Fight me! Ha! Let's go, Kage. your blades.
Hold still.
We need more like you, Lord Sakai.
Be careful up there.
My lord, this is for you.
Someone's out there. Worth a look. You're finished! Let's finish this!
You're a good horse.
Quickly, Kage! Who will face me first? Correct shit, Namkom Yum.
So hopefully I'm gonna get all get all my weapons filled back up again while I'm in here. Nope. Get all restocked up real good. Get everything back that I've lost in battles. That's what I'm hoping anyway. So you hope when you come into a camp that there's enough supplies laying around to refill all your stuff. Yeah. Most of that, yep. Okay, so I still need some smoke bombs. A couple sticky bombs, I think, too. I thought it was a ladder. What the fuck was that? What the hell? That's it. There's nothing in there. Wait, what was that? Oh, smoke bomb. I got one. There we go. My controller's working. Everything's working good. I don't have any problems right now. Oh! Didn't expect him to do that. I don't understand why he does double moves and shit sometimes, you know. You don't tell him. You tap the button once. And they act like you tapped it 4 or 5 fucking times in a row. And you didn't. You just tapped it once. It's like, what the fuck, man? How does it not know the difference between, well, I'm just doing one thing real quick, or trying to do a combination? What the fuck is wrong with you? I mean, you know, it's like, what the fuck, you know? Just constant little nuisances. It irritate the shit out of you when you're fucking trying to play.
Like us fight back. Never thought I would come face to face with a living samurai again.
You're a good horse, Kage.
No standoff? Come on! Do it! You motherfucker. Sometimes you won't let you do a standoff. I don't understand why. Let's see, what do I got? Let's do the half. Right through his head and missed the guy behind him too. How did that happen? How the fuck do you shoot somebody through the head? I can't even fucking roll. Circle, 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 circle. Circle, 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 X, 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 X. Circle, 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 X, 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 circle, 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 X, 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 X. L3 run fast, X, X. Circle, 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 X, 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 X. Circle, 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 circle. And X, 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 attack. 2 times X attack. 2 times X attack. 3 times X attack. And that was Smoke Bomb Assassinate. Stack. Deal. Cool. Come on, it's easy to see what you... Never mind, just standing there like an idiot now. I'll take this horse. Fuck it, you don't want to come. Yeah, let me check my, Now let me type this real quick. And with that, I've played a bunch of time here on YouTube. I'm going to go ahead and switch this back over to Twitch so I can get my audience. I do have an audience that wants to watch me play. And they're not on YouTube, they're on Twitch. So I'm going to have to go back over to Twitch to finish this. And as I said, as I always say, I am Manta Freak 2000 on PlayStation Network. Freak Show. Fighter Pass. The O is a 0 in Freak Show. On Twitch. This is YouTube right now, though. And I'm just Manta Freak with no numbers. On YouTube. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up. With that, I guess I have to say my bye-bye phrase, which is this. I hope you enjoyed the show. I always enjoy playing. I hope you have a great day. Until next time, bye-bye.